Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join. We are bosses and we're learning how to do our own branding on this channel, okay? If you've been here before, we are going to be working on product labels. In this video, I am showing you how to use Avery.com along with Canva, of course, to design and create your own product labels. I'm just basically showing you all how to make the labels that I use for my 8-ounce jars. If you follow me on Instagram, then you've seen the jars and you've seen how much traffic they are getting. For it to be such a simple design, it is very popular, simple, and cute. So let's get into it. Of course, we're going to be using Canva. So what you're going to do is go ahead and open canva.com and we're going to click on create a design and custom size. The labels that I'm going to be showing you are the ones that I use for my lip gloss jars. And the size for those labels is 6 inches by 1.5. So I'm going to change this to inches. For the width, I'm going to enter 6. And for the height, 1.5. And then create a new design. We just got right into it. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I've been good. I'm just getting ready for Pink Friday, which is our Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. Everything is almost 100% done, but I just need to do the back end stuff. Okay, so this is what the label looks like, the 6 inch by 1.5. I did leave them white. The background is white. And what I did was just go into elements, maybe, just to make like a cute little label, a cute little simple label. I do have a line that goes across the label, and then I changed it to my brand color. You know, you just click right here and choose the colors that you want. I do have my Yvette Made It and Marie Collection brand colors right here. So anytime I need them, I just click them and it'll come up. On this label, I have, 8-ounce pre-made lip gloss right here or something. And we're just gonna go to text, choose a font, and get that typed in. Let's do 8-ounce pre-made lip gloss. This is probably gonna look totally different from my actual label, but of course I'm sitting here without the jar in front of me, which is just smart. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and change the font. Y'all know my go-to. And then I also want to space out the letters a little bit. I don't know, just something I like to do. Make sure it's centered, and it is. And then I'm going to go in and add my logo. My logos are also preset on here as well. This is my Yvette Made It Canva account. So the logos that are in here are the Yvette Made It ones. And then I have a folder for Marie Collection just to keep those separate so I know what I need to be looking for. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to make the box a little bit smaller because it's easier to edit that way. And then just center it. Boom. All right. And then the lip gloss name goes right here in the center. So I'm just going to duplicate this and take the spacing back down because I don't need it spaced out. Let's just do mocha. I'm going to make it bigger. I think I used the effect on them. Maybe not. No, I didn't. I made them bold and then just change the color. and center it some kind of way. Position and center. All right. And then also on my labels, I have the ingredients on this side, and then just like a Marie Collection lip gloss base this is why you should use this base kind of type thing on this side. So I'm just gonna type let's see. Ooh, I can't spell. Okay. If you are watching this, subscribe to my channel, okay? And then on the other side would be the ingredients. All right, and then we would just center it, put it in the middle or something like that. And that's pretty much my label. It's very simple, very cute. I get a lot of compliments on my labels, and this was literally all I did to them. So in order to print the labels, you need to download from Canva. So you just would click download in the top right, and then download it as a PNG. We're just going to wait on that. And there are two ways that there's more than two, but I'm going to show you two ways that you can get these labels printed. I used to use Avery.com. I don't anymore because it takes too long for them to get here for me. I print out my own labels myself, and I'm going to show you the steps that I take to do that. But first, we're going to do Avery.com, and they have two options. You can print them yourself. You can order like label paper from Amazon or straight from Avery.com and print them at home by yourself. Or they also have the option where they'll print them for you and ship them to you. To be honest, I like their printing. Like their labels are very professional looking. They're very cute. But it takes a good 2 weeks before you're actually going to get the labels. So we don't have time for that. So I just, print them myself, which I am going to show you. And I honestly don't think they have that size label on here. So I'm just going to pick a size just to show you the steps of actually getting it uploaded. Yeah, my label is not, the one I designed is not going to fit on here. They do offer custom sizes, but we're not going to go through all of that. So I just chose this 1 inch by 3 inch label, and it says start designing. I thought I was signed in, but okay. But if you don't have a way to print your own labels at home, Avery.com is my first choice. When I used to work at Staples, we used Avery a lot to print out labels for customers and things like that. You can also go to like Staples, Office Depot, places like that to get your labels printed. They do, I think they offer, I know when I was there, we offered design services, but it is a lot more. So I recommend designing your labels, taking the file to them and let them print it out. So this is the label. This is one of the labels. And what you're going to do is go to image, add image, and then browse for files from your computer, downloads, and then we're going to go to today, which I don't see. What's today, y'all? Oh, is that it? Yeah. Okay. So this is just going to bring up my label that we just created. And what you would do, okay, yeah, I don't care about that, is just stretch out your label to fit as much of the space as you want it to. I like to turn off this lock aspect ratio because it locks your picture like this. It snaps it in place, and I don't like that because it allows you to stretch. When you turn it off, it allows you to stretch out the label and all of that stuff. So I usually turn it off. If I have anything like this pink line right here, I try to stretch it across the entire template. No, it's not going to print the whole thing, but sometimes if you don't stretch it all the way out, like if, let's say, right here is supposed to be the safety area, but you see how it has that white spacing right there? Even though it says you can stop right here, this is where the label is going to cut, you may still have a white space. So anytime I add elements like lines and things like that, I stretch it all the way out just to make sure it's going to print on the full label, if that makes sense. So basically, this is our label for our jar. We like it. It's cute. Okay. Everything is spelled right. We're going to hit preview and print. So when you print it out, this is what it'll look like on your label sheet. And then you would just peel them, of course. Or if you let Avery print them, they'll still look like this. And you just take them off. But we're printing ourselves. Okay. We're DIY branding. We are, doing this at home, getting this stuff done. So we want to look at the preview and print options. We are printing all of the labels. You can do to where you only print 1, 2. It lets you see how many are selected to print. You could do custom selection where you take these off. We only print in this one. So if you want Mocha, Jessica Rabbit, Georgia Peach, Chanel, Pretty in Pink, if you want different names of things or different labels to print out, you can do them that way. But we are going to print all, and we are going to get the PDF to actually print the labels once you load your sticker paper or whatever into your printer. A lot of times, this is why I don't use Avery anymore. You have to adjust the print alignment. This can take forever. And I don't have the patience for it, so I don't use Avery anymore for labels because, say for instance, you print this out, it looks perfect on the computer, but when you print this out, Mocha on every label is down here. This Mocha's down here. This one's down here. This one down here, and the whole label, the whole sheet is off. You have to go in, either move the labels up, move them down, move them to the left, move them to the right. And it wastes a lot of ink. It wastes a lot of paper. It wastes a lot of time. So if it doesn't print right the first time, you will have to keep going in until it does print right. I'm not doing it. So if you are going to do these steps, you want to try it, you got it, you don't care, hit get PDF to print. It's going to ask you if you want to save it. I save everything. I have so much unnecessary stuff in my Avery, but we're not saving this. We don't need it. Okay, this is going to come up. It tells you how to load your paper. Select the paper size that you have. And then it says, a lot of people do not do this. I don't know why. Paper costs a lot of money. You should do a plain sheet of paper first before you insert your labels. A lot of people create the design and then print 30 sheets of labels and they're all messed up. Don't do that. Print it out on a blank sheet of paper first. If that comes out how you like it, print on 1 sheet of your labels. I like to do 5 sheets at a time. If I'm doing a lot of labels, do about 5 at a time in case 1 or 2 get messed up. So that's just a tip. We're going to open the PDF. Okay, and this is how the labels will look. You hit print. It could be different computers, different situations, And then this is what you want to pay attention to. You should know your printer. The paper size will be letter. It needs to fit. This is something else that you may have to play with also if your labels aren't coming out. See how mine was just in the corner and now it's a full sheet of labels. Sometimes you have to go in and do things like that to make sure it's going to print on your full sheet of paper correctly, which is why I say print on a blank sheet first. Make sure it lines up with your labels and then print on your labels. So that's all you will have to do. You just hit print, then it'll print out of your printer, and there are your labels. Now let's get into the second way of printing. All right, let's get into the second way of printing, which is using Cricut. I love my Cricut. I feel like that is the best well, it wasn't an investment. It was a Christmas gift for me last year, but it was the best gift that I've ever gotten in my life. Okay, because it makes my life so much easier. I make my own labels. I make my own boxes. I make my own stickers. I make everything myself. That way I don't have to order and wait for things to come in. Sometimes I do go ahead and order things, but it's if I don't need them for a while. But anyway, we're going to open up Design Space. I feel like Design Space is going to try to update while I'm using it, but we're going to try. Okay. I have Design Space open, and we're going to click on New Project. Look, what I told y'all. This is why I hate it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and update it, and then I'll be back. All right, y'all, I am back. Hopefully that did not take too long. But if you have a Cricut, you know the struggles of them updating every 2 days. And that's not even me being dramatic. But, oh, sorry, y'all. Let me get my phone from right here. If you are familiar with Design Space, this is what it looks like when you're in your projects. But we are going to open a new project. So I'm going to click on new. Oh, I already got something up. Let's replace that. And once you click on a new project, this is what your screen will look like. What I typically do, design my labels on Canva, and then I just upload them to Design Space, print them, and let my Cricut cut them the shape and the length or whatever that I want them to be. So we already created our design. We're going to upload it to Design Space. So you're going to click on upload on the left hand side, and it opens up this screen to where you can upload images to your software. So we're going to hit upload image, and then we're going to browse the computer for the design we made, which is this one right here, and open it. I don't mess with this. Anything I upload, I hit complex. See how it changes, stuff like that. I don't want it to do that. So I just leave it on complex anytime I upload anything. Here is a background remover. Say for instance, I didn't want the background to be white because I have some black paper that I wanted to print on. I would just do this, even though it doesn't print white anyway, so it would still do what I needed to do. But this is how you would remove. You just click in the areas that you want to erase, but we don't need that because we have our labels exactly how we want them. So I'm going to hit apply and continue. Right here, this is the option that I use when I'm uploading a logo or something, and I want it to cut out the logo and not the background of the logo. Like, say for instance, a logo was right here. Marie Collection was right here. And I wanted to just cut out Marie Collection. I would use this instead of this. But since we are printing and cutting, we wanted to print then cut the image. So we would choose that one and then upload it. Once it uploads, you'll see it down here. I've done this 3 times, so that's why it's on here 3 times. We're going to add it to the canvas. Okay, so it's up here, and if you look up here in the menu bar, it says that the size is 12 inches by 3 inches. That's not what we want. We made our design 6 inches by 1.5. So I'm going to unlock this and then change those sizes. And then lock it back and you'll see it move. All right, so that's our label. We've already measured what the label is going to go on, so we know that this 6" by 1.5" label is going to fit on our product when it's printed out and when it's done. All right. So what I do is duplicate it a few times just to fill up a sheet of paper. You know, if you have a Cricut, you know you can't print like the whole full sheet of paper, which sucks, but still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I get 5 on the paper. And just to be extra, I like to go in and align everything and make sure that the spacing is even so that none of the labels are overlapping. Once I do that, I hit make it. And then it brings up the preview of what your printout is going to look like. Looks perfect to me. If you are familiar with Cricut, you know that these black lines is how the machine figures out where it needs to cut. You hit continue. And then you're going to send your design to your printer. Send your design to the printer. It's going to ask you how many copies you need, what printer is it going to, and things like that. And then you hit print. It prints out. The other options are going to come up once it connects to my Cricut, which is not on. So, yeah. All right, I'm turning my Cricut on, so it should connect in just a second. Okay, and it says to set the base material. This is whatever type of material that you're cutting on. If you're using cardstock, you'll put it on cardstock. If you're using sticker paper, put it on sticker paper. Vinyl, put it on vinyl. Poster, put it on poster. Wood, put it on wood. Lamination, put it on lamination. I leave my Cricut on custom so that I remember to change it to a specific material. So for instance, if I put my Cricut on whatever this is, paper plus vinyl. If I put it on light cardstock and I have vinyl that I'm actually cutting, it'll cut, but it's gonna mess it up because I got it on cardstock and I'm cutting vinyl. So in order to keep me from forgetting to set my dial, I just leave it on custom, and that allows me to choose from a list this way, and it'll tell my machine this is what she's cutting. Okay, so I use printable sticker paper to make my labels. I don't have a specific brand that I like to use. I just type in sticker paper on Amazon, and whatever is Amazon's choice, whatever is bestseller, whatever is under $30, that's what I'm buying. So load it in the machine, set how much you want the pressure to be. When I'm cutting my labels, this is just a preference. I cut it all the way through the paper so that I have single labels instead of having a full sheet of labels. And then I just let my machine cut it. And that is pretty much it. Like I showed y'all in the beginning, you can use Avery. Design your labels, send it to them, let them print them, send them back to you. You can purchase label sheets from Amazon or wherever you purchase labels from. Print them yourself. Or if you have a Cricut, you can be creative, make them different shapes, cut them, do all this other extra stuff that y'all see me doing, and do it that way. Labels are not hard to make at all. You just have to measure your product, know what you want the labels to look like, and go from there. If you all have any questions, leave them down in the comment section, and I promise I will answer each and every one of them. And thank you all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.